A famous artist brutally murders her husband and then never speaks another word. Not a single word. The police are baffled. The world is obsessed. But the secret to why she's silent is a plot twist so perfect, so diabolical. It will leave you absolutely breathless. This is the story of the silent patient. And trust me, you are not ready for the answer. So, the setup is this. Alicia Berenson is a famous painter living a perfect life in London with her fashion photographer husband, Gabriel. One night, the neighbors hear gunshots. The police arrive to find Gabriel tied to a chair, shot 5 times in the face. Alicia is standing by the fireplace, holding the gun, her wrists slit in a failed suicide attempt. From that moment on, she is completely silent. She is sent to a secure psychiatric unit called The Grove. If you're enjoying the content and finding it valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you could take a moment to like this video. Your support not only helps me reach more people, but also motivates me to keep creating the content you love. Now, back to our story. So our narrator is a psychotherapist named Theo Faber, and he is obsessed. He believes he's the only one who can save Alicia. He deliberately gets a job at the Grove, pulling strings to make sure he's assigned her case. On the surface, it's a noble quest. The brilliant, determined doctor and his mysterious, broken patient. But Theo, as every human being, is not perfect. Theo is broken too. His own diary entries, which we read throughout the book, are filled with his own childhood trauma from an abusive father and his own sessions with his therapist. He's not just trying to fix Alicia, he's trying to fix himself too. Like they say, every therapist needs a therapist. Theo begins his investigation. He digs into Alicia's past. He talks to her cousin, her agent, her brother-in-law. Each interview is a dead end, a confusing piece of a puzzle that doesn't fit. Everyone has a different theory. Was she mentally unstable? Was Gabriel abusive? The only clue Alicia has given is a single, haunting self-portrait she painted after the murder. She titled it Alcestis. Now, for those of you who don't know your Greek mythology, Alcestis was a queen who willingly sacrificed her own life to save her husband, Admetus, from death. So why would Alicia, who just murdered her husband, name her final painting after a woman who died for her husband? It's the central riddle of the book. It's a clue or a misdirection. While all this is happening, the story keeps cutting back to Theo's own life, and it's a fucking disaster. He discovers his wife, an actress named Kathy, is cheating on him. His narration becomes unhinged. He's no longer a calm therapist. He's a man spiraling into rage and paranoia. He follows her. He finds the man she's meeting. He stalks him. He learns his name, where he lives. We are reading Theo's diary, and his rage and heartbreak feel raw and real. But you're left wondering, what does this have to do with anything? Why are we spending so much time on Theo's messy divorce? Just stick a pin in that. It's the most important part of the whole damn book. Back at the hospital, Theo finally has a breakthrough. He gets Alicia to start painting again. Then finally, she gives him her diary, and we get to read the story from her perspective. Alicia's diary reveals the truth, or what she thinks is the truth. She describes being stalked by a masked man. She describes her fear. She writes about how Gabriel was becoming distant. We learn that on the night of the murder, the masked man broke into their house, tied them both to chairs, and revealed that he knew Gabriel was having an affair. The man then gives Gabriel a choice: your life or your wife's life. And Gabriel, without hesitation, says, my life. He saves himself. The man unties Alicia, says, this is all you need to know, and leaves. It was this ultimate betrayal by her husband, not the stalker, that broke her. She shoots him, and then she goes silent. A perfect, tragic story. Case closed. Right? Wrong. Remember Theo's wife's affair? Remember the man he was stalking? The book's final chapter is Theo's diary entry, and he tells us everything. He describes the night he decided to confront the man his wife was cheating with. He describes putting on a mask, He describes breaking into that man's house. He describes tying the man and his wife to chairs. He describes giving the man a choice: your life or your wife's life. The man was Gabriel Berenson. Theo was the masked man. He never intended to kill anyone. He just wanted to expose the affair. But after he left, Alicia, shattered by Gabriel's betrayal, killed him. Theo, in his obsession, applied for the job at the Grove to help the patient, not realizing it was the woman from that night. And when he realized she might remember him, he gives her an overdose to keep her silent forever. Our narrator, our guide through this whole story, has been the villain all along. He wasn't solving the crime. He was covering it up. And that is the diabolical genius of the silent patient. It's a story told in two halves: a patient's diary and a therapist's journal. And it trusts you not to realize that they are two parts of the same horrifying timeline until the very last page. It hides its secret in plain sight. It's a perfect literary magic trick. This twist is considered a 10 out of 10 by almost everyone. What's a book or a game with a twist that you think is a perfect 10? I want to see your picks in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when I post new videos, and you'll be part of our growing community. Your engagement means the world to me, and together, we can continue to explore and learn. Thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.